Hello everybody, Kinja427 here with a quick video before the actual session start. And this video is because I am an idiot. Session 1 failed because I didn't have enough storage space on my phone, so I just scrapped that recording. Session 2, I accidentally kept pausing the recording, so the first half is kind of choppy, so I'm just going to cut that out and give you guys the plot stuff here. So, yeah. You guys can look through my character, all that stuff, but I'm just going to be monologuing here. So, my character, Wilver, and Tumach's character, Hubert, we head to this town, tracking down the man with the mysterious cloak, who robbed Wilver of about 50 gold, way back before the campaign started. We find that there's no one around. Town looks empty. Eventually we head up to the park, the one elevated spot in the town, and we see writing on the fountain in the center of the park. This writing, we find, is magic script for a sleep spell. Look, Hubert removes the spell by scratching it out, and then oozes attack from the fountain. We handle them, and the inhabitants of the town, Cyclopeans, they are feasting and treating us like heroes. We spend the night at the Elder's library. Knowledge is power in this world. Knowledge is important. The world, Melani, has a subtitle, The World as Written. So yeah, knowledge, very important. Library, very important. There, we find out that the man who robbed me is a wizard. And that is a lot of the highlights. It's like all the important stuff from session 1. Session 2, the session that you are about to catch up to. We wake up after a good night's sleep, find that the elder is making some breakfast. We sit, we eat. We did help with with preparations, even if it was just simple stuff like setting the table. And we find that some necromancy tomes were stolen. And necromancy is a big no-no. We just scroll down here to my traits really quick. So we agree to figure out where these tomes are. We learn also that it was a fae who has been pranking the town, but this sleep spell was an escalation. Nothing on this level had been done before. We say to prepare the town for an evacuation in case this is a more serious threat than we thought. The elder is understandably concerned, but agrees. And with that, we head out to the campaign itself.
Warning, this video will include a lot of lag. You have been warned. Hello everybody, Kinja427 here, and welcome to session 2 of As the Ink Bleeds. I tried recording session 1, but it did not work out at all. Phone ran out of storage. My bad. Highlights of that session, we investigated a town where everyone was asleep. Tumach and I found a strange fountain in the center of this town that had some Fey script on it that made everyone fall asleep. We destroyed the runic writing. There were some oozes. We fought the oozes. Everyone in the town woke up. There was gold. We got the gold. And now we are heading to an orcish settlement to investigate sightings of a wizard. A wizard who robbed my character in his backstory. That's all you need to know about what happened last session. I'm going to quickly go over my character because I realize I haven't done that with any real depth. So here we go. My character is Wilver. Hi. I am a ranger, subclassing with Horizon Walker. I'm a hill dwarf. And I'm just going to slowly scroll through my stats. You can pause to read what you want. Ideals. Honor. I steal from those worse than me and only when I need to live. Charity. I know how bad some people have it, and maybe when I make it big, I can help them out too. Balance, family, and the wizard with the cloak. You can see my attacks. We do not keep track of arrows. I just can't get rid of this. We gained 50 gold from the fountain. Well, 50 gold each, I should say. And just going to slowly scroll through my abilities here. Yeah. There we go. So with planar, my main style of fighting is either using planar warrior or two-weapon fighting. I mainly use planar warrior, but sometimes hitting people with two hand axes is better than hitting them with just one. This is the wrong set of tabs, I guess. Bio. Here we go. Again, going to slowly scroll through this. Read if you want. I don't really have this part all fleshed out. But, yeah. This is good enough. There we go. That is my character's backstory. As for spells, being a ranger, I have 3 level 1 spells. Goodberry, Cure Wounds, get out of here, Swagbucks, and Protection from Good and Evil. There you go. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Theia has not made a map for us yet, as far as I can tell. So, we'll see how this goes. Okay.
Welcome, Group 2, to the second session of As the Ink Bleeds. We return to our adventurers having just stayed the night at a very kind old researcher's house, or rather his tower or library, as he kindly let you stay the night in return for you freeing the town of the sleep spell. And as you get up for the next morning, I'm getting an echo from your end, Kinja.
Okay, hold on. That might help. Turn volume down. See if I can hit.
Testing. Okay, that's better. Good.
Okay, that's better. Good enough.
Yeah. So as you wake up in the morning in this library, having kind of slept in cots in front of a fireplace, as you wake up, the kindly old man is I'm getting the echo again.
Sorry, let me see if I can turn down my volume.
Are you wearing headphones?
No, I'm not. Oh wait, I've got a much better,
help.
much less stupid idea. Give me a second here. I can just join from my phone. Hello? Can you hear me? Okay. Testing for echo.
Testing. Okay, it seems to be completely gone.
Okay, cool.
So anyway, you wake up to the smell of eggs and sausage and toast, as the old man has begun to prepare breakfast. You can hear the sounds of cookingware and stuff being shuffled around, and the sound of a lightly fired stove. What would you like to do?
What's there? I would ask the old man if he is just making breakfast for himself or for all of us. And if he is making breakfast for all of us, ask how I can help.
He goes, well, I was planning to wake you with the full meal, but I would appreciate some help in preparing it. And it is for all three of us. If you could help just setting the table and getting that, I can handle the cooking.
On it.
And I'm not going to make you roll or anything for that, but you go about setting the table, and the old man finishes making breakfast. Tumach, what are you doing during this?
I'll help as well. Sorry, I might be a bit distracted for a while. I managed to accidentally remove all of my features and traits.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Don't worry. Take some time to fix that.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna do some light role play for a bit while you fix that. Okay.
Yeah. They're removal button is really weirdly, it looks weird.
Yeah.
It uses a hashtag instead of an X.
Yeah. So, you set the table and like help this this elderly man, this elderly cyclopean, prepare breakfast. And when he's done cooking, he brings out the pans with all of the different foods and distributes the food equally among the three of you. Though he seems to give himself
Adding, but still, we're probably not talking major necromancy anytime really soon. We probably have time to prep.
I'll say that the conversation with the elder is done. He kind of gives you a bit more information about a general direction that they think some weird activity has been happening from, and is basically just no real pressure. He's very serious about you don't have to do this, but we are very grateful that you are. If something happens that makes it so that you can't, at least tell us.
Right.
That way we have time to evacuate or deal with it. And with that, he kind of waves you off and goes back into his library. Would you like to do the Find Familiar spell now?
Sure.
Is there a particular kind of familiar that you are interested in?
I was maybe thinking owl, but you mentioned something about extra options.
Yes, Heliana's guide has some incredible potential familiars. Let me get to the page. Come on.
I want to double check they aren't warlock familiars.
Description of Find Familiar.
Let me pull it up.
Gain the service of a familiar, a spirit that can that takes an animal form you choose: bat, cat, crab, frog, toad, hawk, lizard, octopus, owl, poisonous snake, fish, a bunch of different stuff. You're in an unoccupied space within range. The familiar has the statistics of the chosen form, though it is a celestial, fae, or fiend instead of a beast. The familiar acts independently of you, but it always obeys your commands. Okay. So I was mistaken about exactly how it works. So you wanted it to be an owl?
Yeah.
kind of suck. These basic, the basic animals are not super strong.
No, but they can't attack anyway.
True. It can basically do the help action, and that's about it.
I think they're also pretty good for scouting.
Yeah, I think like scouting's the main reason you'd use it.
Yeah, unless you are specifically using a warlock familiar.
Yeah, but
which is what I had it
actually,
confused with.
Actually, in my case, the primary goals is to use it to help set up sneak attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So they're fragile, can't be used to actually attack anything, but they have their uses.
Like if
Also, you can cast the spell again with the familiar already summoned to change it into one of the other potential forms.
I don't think I'd...
yeah,
I'll have to keep that one in mind.
Yeah. So, yeah, do you have the owl stats pulled up?
Not at the moment.
Here, I'll send you the link. I'll just DM it to you. Just a second. There you go. So yeah, you cast this spell, and out of this this bronze brazier, this smoke and soot and ash forms together into a vaguely glowing form until it settles into a solid creature. What designation did you want it to have? It can be, I believe it has to be
Is Celestial Arcane?
Yeah.
I'm thinking Fae seems more in keeping with gnomes.
Fair.
Although, honestly, that almost, in my experience, that almost...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Fae. Yeah, I don't think Fae is a good idea in this town, considering
True.
what just happened to them.
Yeah.
I might do this outside of town, now that I think about it.
Fair.
Yeah, I mean, with everyone believing that a Fae was responsible for them being asleep for 3 days.
Granted, these people are very knowledgeable about magic. They know a find familiar spell when they see it. Like, this would not be a surprise.
Yeah. Anyway. Do you know of a good way to, actually write down
The stats?
the stats?
Here, I can add a new character. I'm just going to name it Owl for now.
I was going with keys, actually.
Well, I'm going to give you control of it, and you can edit at will. Tumach. Edited. And that should work. And then once you have and actually, while you are entering the information, I'm just going to look up an owl picture.
Okay.
To use as no, not Owl 5e stats. Just want an owl. There we go. Perfect.
Really need to write down his name. Tumach, I'm just gonna say this. I constantly forget your character's name. Yeah, Hubert Cackleberry Jean von Heathcliff is a lot from, like, even just trying to remember Hubert.
Honestly, you can pick whichever. I was actually going to go with. I was planning on going with Cackleberry mostly, but if.
Okay, Cackleberry is how I would know you. Okay.
To Tumach, do you see the owl thing in your?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you see what token I gave it?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna be it. Like, that's gonna be what it looks like. Just because it's the funniest picture of an owl I could find.
I'm okay with it.
So, are you guys making your way out of town properly?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to go with the talk to the axe, the little axe.
Okay.
If they remember anything.
As you go up to the sort of large pen area, where a few different workers are hastily shoveling hay over the fence to a bunch of clearly very hungry axe beaks. A woman approaches you and is like, "Hey, you're the guys that freed us from the sleep spell. Why are you here? Like, is there anything we can do to help?"
I was just wanting to talk to some of the people or actually see if they remember anything about how any fae that might have crossed their paths.
She kind of like looks a bit quizzical at you, like, not that it's out of the realm of possibility, just that she's never heard of anybody trying that before. And she goes, "Can you talk to the adult axe beaks?"
Probably not. I might be able to talk to the younger ones, and you know how kids are, not paying attention to what the adults know is not possible.
She just goes, "It works for me."
Sounds legit.
Gestures, of the larger pen is a smaller area where they're clearly raising the axe beak chicks, and a bunch of them like immediately come up to the fence when they see you and start squawking like crazy.
All right. I don't think I have a role for this. Do I understand them, or?
I think you cast it. I think it's a spell that you cast.
And I think it actually
because it's part of Gnome.
Yeah.
Simple ideas with small or smaller beasts.
So, this is very much out there, but
you could. I would say that you could communicate the idea of, did you see any weird people and where did they go?
Yeah.
That's about as complicated as you could communicate with that feature.
Or possibly the ones that scared them.
True. And in general, you get a kind of cacophony of just chaos, as these are very excitable little creatures. You do get a sense that they are staying away from the north end of the fence. They're you keep seeing them glance over at it as if checking for danger out of the corner of their eye.
Alrighty. That seems like a good place to start. So, I think I will now defer to the person with actual tracking expertise.
Do I even have that?
I swear to God, if you don't have survival.
I think I do. Yeah, I think I've got survival.
I mean, that's not
No,
quite as bad.
You do not have proficiency in survival.
I do.
Great. Make me a survival check.
Oh boy. Come on. Oh. It says I got
You
it.
are absolutely certain that these are moose tracks.
Oh no.
It says I got a 22 on the second try.
I did not give you advantage. You are absolutely certain that what these axebeaks are afraid of is a moose.
Hubert, stop wasting our time.
I should mention that you are not in a deciduous forest. This is not cold country. You are in a quite temperate environment. Yeah.
Okay. I got this. Hubert, Cackleberry, you sure you know what you're talking about? These are clearly moose tracks. Why would axebeaks be afraid of meese?
Meese?
Plural of moose, I think.
I think it's
No, the
mooses.
plural of moose is moose.
Oh.
Oh, is it just
Or
moose?
possibly mooseman.
I don't know.
Whatever it is, it's stupid. Literally every possible plural of moose sounds dumb.
Yep.
And that's part of what I love about them.
At least it's not octopus.
Yeah.
At least I didn't think they were octopus tracks.
I look up at the door or have you ever actually seen a moose?
Nope. But I've read enough about them.
Roll history for me. Roll to see if you've seen a moose.
No.
Actually, I'm going to do that too.
Neither of you have actually seen a moose in truth to them resembling moose tracks. They are very clearly cloven feet, meaning they're hooved. But these are not nearly the depth nor the space apart that you would expect something as large as a moose to be.
What kind of check would determining what kind of prey this might be?
That would be... Hold on. I need to consult Helianas for this one, because they have good tracking rules.
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of, what prey do I know that have cloven hooves, which wouldn't necessarily be survivable?
Yeah, that's why I'm checking. I believe it's Arcana, but I want to double check, because tracking is really cool in Helianas, and I want to use it more.
That is...
Yeah, I'm looking at what I have proficiency in. I am the worst ranger.
Yeah. No, but that's great, though. Having classes that are bad at the things that you expect the class to be good at is great. That's what I love to see.
That reminds me of what one campaign I was in. Our bard couldn't lie worth a damn. Literally, he could not lie to save our lives.
Yeah.
It was hysterical.
Yeah.
Did he have it?
It's brilliant.
Okay.
Every once in a while, you have to have a rogue who can't unlock doors. Or a wizard who is just shit at casting spells.
Or just an idiot wizard.
It adds a certain character to the party. Alright, I'm actually consulting here we go. Fae is Arcana. I was correct.
Alright.
So make me an Arcana check.
Okay. I will do
And
that.
use which is higher, your intelligence or your wisdom? Your intelligence. Okay.
Definitely intelligent.
Okay. So yeah, just make it a normal Arcana check. Okay. You can't identify exactly what this is, but you know that based on the stride and based on how far apart the footprints are and all of that, doing the math in your head, these could not have been made by a four-legged creature. Whatever left these prints has two legs, but they are hooved.
Ooh.
That is curious. I say.
What, you realize something interesting about these moose tracks?
Totally a flawed, isn't it? Or a fader, or however you want to describe them. Anyway.
And you see these tracks. They lead off into the forest. Neither of you rolled high enough for me to give a play-by-play of what they were doing at all. So I'm just giving you the direction that they're headed.
Well, maybe our guy rode a moose. It's possible. Let's follow these tracks and see where they lead. I'm going to stay committed to the fact that these are moose tracks. until I see direct evidence to the contrary.
So you're making your way into the forest?
Yes.
Okay.
Now I'm imagining a moose satyr. This is a very strange image.
Yeah. Did it shift over to a new page for you guys?
I'm still seeing blank white
There should
page.
be a little thing at the top that says page toolbar. It's like a little piece of paper with the corner folded. Can you click on that? Is that showing up for you?
No?
Hold on. How do I...
Snap to center. No. I get nothing.
There we go. Okay, I figured it out.
Okay.
Do you see the page?
I see green, I see circles, I see enemies.
Okay. Your tokens are also at the bottom.
Yes.
As you make your way into the forest, you hear... actually, what's your passive perception?
Both
of you.
Hold on, 1 second.
Or if you'd like to roll the dice, well, actually, give me your passive perception and make a roll. With your perception.
Before we quite get to that, can I summon my familiar?
Yeah, I assumed that you had already done that.
Okay, so I have a 13.
Yes, hold on, let me get you, Keith. There you go.
I'm gonna switch to showing camera since I'm not going to trust the dice, or trust the Roll20 dice. I've got my own die here.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't need camera. I trust you not to cheat.
15.
15?
Yes.
My passive is 10. Keith is 13. And since we're actively looking, actually, should I give a roll for both me and Keith?
Go for it.
Or and
okay. The first one is high enough. You hear rustling a good distance away into the forest. About 60 feet away. And you hear like scuffling. And Hubert, you see, as you kind of get to the like proper edge of where the trees start to get thicker, you see a loose group of creatures. There are two sort of goblin-looking creatures with very large heads and almost an inky black tone to their skin, with kind of oil oozing from them.
I just saw the owl picture. Oh my god.
Yeah. So, are creatures that you have seen before. They are Hebrews. And in the center is a small, childlike being with a very large nose and a very mean look on their face, as well as very moose-like legs and feet. They're not actually moose-like, but you certainly think they're moose-like.
I'm going to call every hoofed creature a moose from now on.
Great. The best ranger in the business.
He certainly thinks he is.
I'm still mentally imagining something with actually moose-like legs and feet, which pretty much means they're like towering above.
Yeah, like proportional moose legs would put you at like 10 feet tall by themselves. It's stupid how big moose are.
So, what do you see, Cackleberry?
Well,
I will say, with your perception high, you can tell that they do not notice you yet.
That is nice. I relay what I see. Also, I try to. I assume I can like point in their general direction.
Yeah. I'm giving them names and nameplates just for convenience. I don't know if you'll be able to see them.
Probably not.
I can't see anything yet.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
They're just for me to be able to keep track of them. I already entered their HP and ACs.
Okay.
Middle one is in my mind visible.
Is what?
Moose boy.
Okay.
Yeah. Moose boy, 2 gobs.
Would you like to make a roll to try to figure out what these new creatures actually are?
Sure.
Because there's a good chance that Wilver knows.
Yeah, let me try. What do I roll?
I'll say roll Arcana.
You sure I know?
I'll say that's enough to know what the 2 smaller, grosser creatures are. They are something called boggles. They're little goblin-like fey creatures that are general nuisances, kind of a fey flavoring of poltergeist. Think of the both of you are read Heretical Edge, right?
I'm on like arc. I lost focus at like arc 32, 33.
Okay, but you've gotten to the boat, right?
Yeah, past the boat. Okay, those guys.
They're kind of like the Skeleblinites.
Okay.
Actual names I can't remember.
I think that's...
I don't either.
That's close enough.
Yeah. Skeleblinites is the name that Flick calls them, because she can't remember what they're actually called.
Yeah. Well,
it was something German.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those guys. Yeah. Oh boy, the fact that we're fighting them in a forest is going to be terrible. Oh wait, no, that's a different creature.
Yeah.
Heretical Edge has so many monsters.
A lot. There are quite a few. Anyway.
Okay.
So these various creatures have not noticed you. What would you like to do?
I go left.
Seems like an excellent time to practice archery. What say you?
Let's move slightly further back. Give us a real challenge. I'll go left, you go right? Or should we both go left?
Honestly, you have scale mail. I'm inclined to say you should do as little sneaking as possible.
Fair enough. Okay. In which case, on my mark.
All right. Get set. Roll initiative.
Okay.
Actually, I suppose we could try diplomacy.
You. Okay, wait. Which one of us should try diplomacy? I probably won't be able to make it up to them without them noticing. But you could. And I have a bow. As well, so I can stay back here.
No. Try diplomacy, you stay hidden.
Yes.
Or you try diplomacy, I stay hidden.
These are the two plans. Yes. Unless we should both try diplomacy. Oh wait. I see the oozes. Never mind. Diplomacy is out. It won't work with those disgusting creatures that deserve no mercy.
This is a sudden shift.
I'll take that as no diplomacy.
Yep,
We can try a little diplomacy. Or no diplomacy.
We can try diplomacy once those oozes are dead.
Oh, okay.
He's just a germaphobe.
Yes.
I would like to mention that the boggles are like equally disgusting.
Yeah, I'm set in my motion of no diplomacy now.
Like they spray oil like everywhere, constantly.
Wait, actually, I'm not even sure if I can see anything except for the moose guy.
Let me take a ruler and see your exact line of sight.
Where are you? Usually, you might not be able to.
Yeah, actually, most of them are kind of obstructed.
Yeah.
You would probably be able to tell that a boggle is here. And I mean, they're kind of moving around, and so are you. Like, this is not exactly where you are.
Yeah, like
So I'd say you see them. They're not hiding behind cover. They're just like past the tree line. And I will say, it is considered low light or dim light, with the canopy of trees.
Oh, okay.
Both of you have dark vision, so that's not going to come into play, but it will come into play for the creatures that I'm dealing with.
Okay.
Full light.
So,
No.
what should we do? I'm not willing to work with that. I say gesturing to the boggle I can see.
I, for one, am perfectly fine with shooting at least oozes on site.
I will say, there is a mechanic in D&D called a surprise round, where if you get the drop on somebody significantly who has no idea that you're there, at the very beginning of combat, You get a full round of attacks before they get to move and before initiative is rolled.
Well,
Huh.
in my experience, usually you roll initiative anyway, but mostly just to determine which member on your side.
It's before they roll initiative.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
So if you are going for a surprise attack, there is an advantage to that. And I believe, actually no, that's specifically for assassins. But there's a rogue subclass that gets sneak attack and automatic crit during surprise rounds. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that surprise rounds give advantage anyway.
Do they?
Or maybe it's just on unaware enemies, or because you're like effectively hidden.
Hold on. Okay, being unseen allows the attacker to attack with advantage. Surprise does not directly allow advantage on an attack, but being unseen does. Does that make sense?
If they don't, but if they don't know we're there, we're effectively.
And actually, that makes logical sense because stuff like invisibility, which makes it so that they can't see you. Specifically, they cannot see you. Not they don't know where you are. Still gives advantage on, it gives you, if you are invisible, you have advantage on attack rolls against people. Because they don't know where your attack is coming from, exactly. So does, if somebody is blinded, then you have advantage on attack rolls against them. So yeah, that makes sense. Are you you're going for a surprise attack?
Yeah. I'm considering going for the one on the left. Cackleberry, you want to take the ooze on the right?
Targeting oozes first. Okay, sounds good.
I've got the best shot, or I can get a good shot on the ooze to the far left. Not so sure about anything else from here.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I've got clear line of sight to the one on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, you guys can move around within. I'd say you can move within your normal walking distance. So I think it's 30 feet for both of you.
25 for me.
Oh, it's 25 for you. Hold on.
That
I didn't realize that you had a negative to your movement.
scale mail.
Okay.
I think that might be what it is.
I thought it was just being a dwarf.
Yeah, it might be that too.
I think it's just being a dwarf. Anyway, so yeah, you can move within your movement range. I will say, for Hubert, Keith cannot move separately from you for this surprise round. That's
Okay.
fair.
I wasn't really planning on doing anything within this round anyway.
Okay. So move your tokens, and then we will roll your initiatives.
Yeah, I believe I said I can move to here. That's within 5 feet. Or 5 tiles. It's difficult to see tile outlines.
Yeah, sorry. It's a problem with with Roll20. I didn't want it to just be the plain white because I wanted to get it across that this is a forest with a lot of foliage.
Right, right. I understand it. I'm just saying there will be a lot of ruler use this.
Luckily, like, your tokens will snap to the spaces, so it's not as bad as it could be.
Right, right.
Anyway, so Hubert, are you going to? Oh, have you moved into place?
Yeah.
Where you want to be? Okay. Roll initiative.
All right.
Scroll.
I forget to.
All you guys just click on the initiative button.
I have to manually add your turns and input the numbers.
How do I select my token for the
I have no idea. So I'm just gonna manually.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's fine.
Does Keith get his own initiative? I think that's how familiars work. I can't remember.
Yes, Keith will get his own initiative. So you
but
can.
Not this time?
You can roll it for him. Now it's not going to affect. Jesus Christ. Okay.
That checks out.
Also, you should have control of Keith. I'm not. Hold on.
Yeah.
You can control him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay. So, initiative has been rolled. Keith, it is your turn.
Okay. Keith will lie and perch in this tree.
Fair enough.
Stealthily.
He is an owl. Okay, that's silly. It doesn't have. Okay, I am adding an improvised homebrew right now. Owls fly silently.
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's how owls work.
Yes.
They don't fly fast, but they fly quiet.
I think that's kind of how I think that's like sort of what they meant by flyby.
Yeah, kind of. It's also, I don't agree with them giving an owl 3 strength. That's stupid. Owls are fucking strong.
Owls are predators for a reason.
Yeah, they regularly break the necks of fairly large creatures.
It's still, even breaking the neck of a smaller creature still takes.
Yeah, any bird of prey should at least have 10 strength. Come on.
I'm not sure about that.
I mean, you think about it. A bird of prey is specifically an owl, an eagle.
No, I'm not sure it should be 10. I think it should be higher because I
mean, it should be at least 10.
Yeah, because we're probably average enough humans.
The thing is that 10 is the strength of an average human.
Yeah, can you break the bones of... Can you break a bone?
I can... Not really, no.
Yeah, so...
Positive
modify...
I have trouble cracking... I would have trouble cracking, cooked chicken bone, which is notoriously brittle.
Yeah, wishbone is tough.
Yeah.
These guys are breaking neck bones. So, 12 at least.
I mean, on the other hand, their carrying capacity is not that great. So
yes, it's essentially they have. I do agree with them having high dex. I think that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. I think their strength is low because it's an average of all their different capacities.
Anyway, Wilver.
Yeah, sorry, we got off track there. Okay, so I'm going to use Planar Warrior. So
Okay.
plus 1d8, and this is going to be force damage.
And you're pulling out your bow,
Yep.
longbow. You're shooting at the slime, right?
Yes, the ooze.
That will hit, just barely.
Yep, okay. So roll this. And
Nice. Solid hit.
grab my d8. Roll. And I got a 5. So 10 total.
10 total damage, not bad.
10 total force damage.
Yep. So as it hits and kind of recoils from this this initial hit, it like jiggles and becomes more solid and dense. As that happens, the creatures around it start to be like, wait, what? They're clearly taken by surprise. So that was your turn? That was your bonus action and your action?
Yes. I'm not going to use Favored Foe.
Okay. Hubert, it is your turn.
All right. I take aim at the slime to the right
Okay.
and fire my short bow.
Give me just a second. I'm going to mark the other slime as... I'm just going to mark it with a blue icon to say that it's resistant to force. I don't know why, but I associate force damage with blue.
That's fair.
That'll hit. Tumach, that will hit. So roll your damage.
All right.
And since this is... does sneak attack have to be within 5 feet? Or...
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that does not make sense.
It's one of the best
Yeah.
ways to do it.
The thing is that there are so many mechanics in D&D that like make sense to work at range, but don't.
Yeah, this is one where...
Yeah. Okay, so that's a total of 10 damage.
What damage type does Sneak count as?
Sneak attack is just extra damage of the same type. So this is 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
So as that one gets hit, it is... it suddenly seems to be a lot tougher, like it would be harder to puncture. I'm going to mark that with a little orange mark for piercing. Now it is the creature's turns. I'm going to roll 3 different d20s so that each type of creature goes on at different times. Okay, the slimes rolled a 10. Just a second. I have to navigate all the way back to their
Initiative modifiers?
yeah. Okay, so they have a 7 in initiative. They will be there. I will. It will start from the very top of the round. guess it's marked as slime too. It's fine. Now the boggle. I'll mark it as well. Turn.
Don't worry, I can only see my character's name on the turn order list.
Okay.
Oh.
That is... Holy shit. Okay. That is a 24.
Whoa! Okay, so that was a...
It was a nat 20 and they have a +4 to their dex.
Oh!
Don't worry, they don't hit for a lot.
You know, fun would be the... Yeah, I know.
Okay, that makes up for it.
Yeah, they may not hit for a lot, but they're going to hit me, and that is terrifying to Wilver.
Okay.
And Moose Guy gets a 4.
Yep. So, let's begin combat.
Let's go.
So, this boggle
Yeah?
This boggle is going to kind of wave its hand over the tree behind it. And it is going... The surface kind of shimmers a bit. And it is going to reach its hand through and create a big ol' mass of ink as a shimmering surface right around here. Like right there.
How do I... okay, I saw the ping.
It's going to create a puddle of thick black oil right there. Now, this boggle, or actually, I'm going to have this one move. It has a speed. Jesus Christ, it can move. Alright. It's going to move right here. And the second boggle is going to kind of do the same thing. And it's going to walk over here. And it's not going to put down any oil. Actually, no, it will put down oil. In its own space. You can't really see it.
I can see the circle.
I can see the circle.
So it put down oil in its own space. Now it is Keith's turn.
Okay, question.
Yes.
Regarding the help action, if I'm using the help action to give advantage to my attack. Should it use that action on me or on my target?
So it technically uses the action on you, but it needs to be within 5 feet of the target, if that makes sense.
Okay, that makes
It's essentially, it is applying the action to you, but it can do so from a distance. It just needs to be within the range of your target. It's essentially doing something to the target that specifically helps you to hit it.
Okay. So, in other words, if I actually have to specify which character it's helping?
Yes.
Okay. That's a bit less convenient.
It's for a very specific reason. Because the help action lasts until the end of the familiar's next turn. Meaning that if it was used on the target, then every attack made against that target would have advantage for free.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you could argue that only the first one does, but whatever.
Yeah, it's. But then you would have a situation where somebody waves their attack on a big boss to let the heavier hitter get the shot.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot more sense to have it be like you specifically use the help action on a specific person who then gets advantage.
Okay.
On a specific enemy.
We're going to swap targets as far as the slimes go.
That's fair.
Because of the whole movement damage thing.
That.
Jesus Christ. Okay, it has 60-foot fly speed.
Yep.
I was just double checking its speed. Jesus Christ.
I will go zoom, I guess.
Yeah. So you're gonna have Keith fly over there and use the help action on you?
Yep. Fly over there, use the help action on me. And we'll just say he ends up over here.
Well, I think the help action, he has to stay within the range. He's essentially, he's holding a help action.
Okay, I'm down with that.
It's essentially, I tried to type in help action and accidentally just,
Menu?
No, I accidentally just Google searched the word help.
What suicide lifeline did you get?
Yeah. You can aid a friendly creature in attacking a creature within 5 feet of you. You feint, distract the target, or in some other way team up to make your ally's attack more effective. If your ally attacks the target before your next turn, the first attack roll is made with advantage. And it's specifically using on the person that you're trying to help. So yeah,
anyway.
Basically Keith has to stay within 5 feet of the slime.
Okay.
So, is that Keith's turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Wilver, it is your turn.
Okay, seeing the owl there, I'm assuming that means you've got this, so I'm going to move back to, okay, can you ping that spot? No, okay, I'll just try to remember how to here, this is about 20 feet, and open fire on him
Okay. Roll your attack.
with Planar Warrior.
Okay. That will hit.
First roll, and grab the D8. There we go.
Damage.
3, so 7 total.
Okay, that's respectable. Okay, the
And-
boggle is hurt.
I will attach a favored foe on him.
Okay. I will add this. There you go. That ends your turn, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now it is Slime 2's turn. Slime has a speed of 15 feet. So it is going to fucking crawl. 1, 2, I'll say it moves diagonally 3. And it just kind of sits. Next, Hubert's turn. Or actually, wait, no, the other one can still go. It's just going to move here. And it's actually going to... it's going to attempt to take a swipe at Keith.
Yes. I have
Wait.
a feeling I'm going to regret this.
So it is going to take a swipe, and it is... going to miss.
Oh, okay.
Hubert, it is your turn.
All right. Well, that is quite possibly. That is a very terrible shot towards my intended target.
You are allowed to move.
Yes.
But there's a guy in the way if you try to move. Unless you try to move, like, to here.
Yeah.
Or that works.
Yeah.
All right. And that should get me a sneak attack. So another short bow. Oh, good thing I have. Good thing I have
Good
advantage.
thing you have advantage. So that will hit. Roll your damage. Ooh. Very good hit. The slime is... you take a shot and it just fucking evaporates.
Whee!
I think you still have your bonus action.
I believe I do, don't I?
Yeah.
And I really don't have any particular
I mean, there's stuff like bonus action hide, to maintain not being seen.
Okay, yeah. I shall hide behind the tree.
All right.
I'm not sure if that really works with that boggle there.
Yeah, let me just double check how the hide action works in particular. Make a dexterity stealth check.
All right.
Just stealth check. Just click on
Yep.
stealth. 11, and that will be measured against their... I believe that will be measured against their passive perception, which is... Okay, their passive perception. Okay. Okay, yeah, no. You did a pretty shoddy job of hiding.
Yeah.
You hid from the oozes.
Yay.
You know, the things that can't see.
You didn't even manage to hide from me.
Yeah. Anyway, it is now the Darkling's turn.
Oh, Darkling.
Yes.
That sounds ominous. Are you sure there's no moose in his bloodline?
It's a mooseling.
He actually doesn't have all that much crazy about him. But he is going to just fucking huck a dagger at Wilver. But first he's gonna move. I'm gonna have him move. Right over here.
Can he even hit me from there?
Yes he can. He has a ranged attack with a thrown dagger.
I mean the tree.
I mean, he leans out of cover. He still has 15 feet of movement after this.
Fair enough.
He is going to make an attack roll.
Isn't it a bit far for a dagger throw?
It is 60 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Dagger throws are pretty damn good.
I was thinking 30 feet. Clearly I need to brush up on my dagger throwing knowledge.
Yeah.
What, you mean you can't throw a dagger 60 feet? I don't think...
Personally,
you should be very lucky that... Okay, so the thing is that optimal range for throwing a dagger is 20 feet.
Right.
Okay.
Which actually, I actually don't know if the over-under range thing is like the distance range where it's most effective, or if it's like one is like if you go under the lower number, is that disadvantage on throw?
I think under the lower number is... I think up to 20 feet is fine. Up to...
22, the higher number is disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's a very good thing that it was disadvantage and not advantage. And even if it was a normal roll, you should be thankful, because the first roll was an 18, which will hit. But the second roll was a 20. Natural 20.
Oh.
So,
yeah.
It's gonna hit, but it's not gonna crit.
Good thing he doesn't have advantage.
Yeah. Anyway, that is going to be 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
Oh! And I just read a little sentence, that is going to make that fun.
Oh, I just realized there was prep I could have done. Well, that's great.
I mentioned earlier my protection from good and evil, and forgot to use protection from good and evil.
Oh, do you want to say that you used it? How does that spell work?
Hold on.
Because I did mean to
That-
ask about that, I just forgot.
That's gonna take a bit, huh? Let me pull it up on my phone because my computer is lagging.
Here, hold on. I can just look it up. Give me a second.
Oh, I got it. Here you go, roll 20. Okay, so I am casting I would have cast this on myself. Wait, since it's not available to Ranger? Could have sworn I read this from the Ranger list.
I don't know. Hold on.
Ah, okay, I guess I don't.
Hold on. I can double check. I think Tasha's Cauldron of Everything has an expanded Ranger spell list that includes more spells.
Ah, that's gotta be what it is.
So if you want, I can really quick flip through Tasha's Ranger spell list and see if it's on there.
Let me see on here. This says. I think this is. Huh.
I have my copy of Tasha's out. Give me just a second to flip to the back.
Okay, sorry.
No problem. I'm trying to make this run as smoothly as possible.
Yep.
And it is not fully succeeding.
Yeah.
But a lot of that is my bad. Give me just a second. Where the hell are the spell lists? Yeah, no, I think protection from good and evil is specifically in the
Tasha's Cauldron list.
yeah, give me just a second.
And my computer is struggling to run Chrome and OBS at the same time.
Yeah. Most computers struggle to run anything and OBS at the same time. There's a reason I kind of didn't bother trying to figure it out. You know?
Yeah. Well.
Let me flip through to the Ranger thing, because I know that it has an expanded Ranger spell list.
Okay, maybe. You try force quitting Chrome, reopening it. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Oh, right, I need to. Open.
Yeah, I finally figured out how to minimize the descriptions of my abilities.
Yay!
Which was what I was trying to do when I accidentally deleted them all.
Yay!
I thought I was reordering them at first.
And.
Okay, it is not in Tasha's.
Wait.
Walker specifically gives you protection from evil and good.
Okay, good. So I do have the spell.
That sounds about right.
And.
Because I was like, it sounds right that you should have it, because this is, this spell is all about defending you from extra-planar creatures, which is what that's what the subclass is all about.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Launch game.
It is in your would you like to cast it?
Yes. Let's assume I cast this before battle because...
Yeah, I'll say that you cast it before entering the forest.
Okay.
It will take your spell slot.
Right.
So mark that off.
Okay, hold on. Opening roll 20. Still.
Technical issues, yay!
It's not a YouTube video without them.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna go grab something to drink real quick. I will be literally a minute. So.
Okay. Spell.
Have a clock the second hand available, so they can't say, "Oh, that was 45 seconds." You lie.
Yeah. It's not worth timing for something like this. It's not worth timing for stuff like this.
Yeah.
And I'm back. In record time.
Okay. So, he already had disadvantage. And...
Yeah, so this won't impose any more disadvantage.
Okay, I wasn't sure if or double disadvantage was a thing where you did 3 rolls to take the lowest.
Yeah, no. You either have advantage or disadvantage. And something that I'm not entirely sure if I agree with, but is rules as written the way that it works. If you have one thing that would normally give you advantage applied, and something else that would impose disadvantage, disadvantage supersedes it, and you have disadvantage.
Really?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
I hate that.
They don't cancel out.
Yeah, no, they should...
Like, it kind of makes sense in some situations. In others, it's bullshit.
Yeah, like, I feel like advantage and disadvantage should each have accounts. Like, if you have 2 counts of advantage and 1 of disadvantage.
Yeah, my thought is that it should be, they don't necessarily stack, but the number of like, stacked effects matters for determining that. So, like, if you have 3 different things giving you advantage and 1 thing giving you disadvantage, you still have advantage.
Yeah. It shouldn't be, oh, you have disadvantage because you're throwing a dagger from 25 feet away, but your target is bound and blindfolded, as well as surrounded by 5 of your allies, while being bonked on the head, while being battered around by like a pinata by all of them.
Are you back in?
Yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah, I have marked that spell slot.
Okay. Either way, it hit, and I think it was 6 damage.
Yeah, I think that's what you said.
So you can mark that off. Do you want to add it to your character token?
I just...
Okay. Yeah, it is. It is on your character token, but you didn't add your max HP. What's your max HP?
My max HP is 32. It's saying 26 on the green circle.
Yeah, I think it's 26 because you took 6 damage.
Right.
You just need to include your max HP so that it shows the little bar. Hubert, is 24 your max?
Yes.
Yeah, it's showing that I have that bar. It's saying 26/32.
Yeah, I just edited it.
Ah. Okay. Thank you.
Anyway, that is the Darkling's turn. It is now the Boggle's turn. And they're closer now.
Oh no.
sorry for what's about to happen.
They're fey, like you say, right?
Yes. So this is with disadvantage.
Hopefully that helps.
Oh no.
Let me guess. 2 nat 20s?
Not quite, but it's still funnily bad. I rolled a 19, and thankfully the other roll is lower. It's an 18.
Dice gods hate me.
Apparently. So that'll hit. Luckily, it does not. Hits are decent. It does 1d6. So it's literally just punching you.
Oh, that's good.
It deals 5 damage.
Why did I open my mouth?
Yeah. Should have waited until after the first roll to as disadvantage. So as not to jinx it. What?
5 damage by punching. That's fairly impressive.
Yeah, no, these things hit it's considered a melee weapon attack, so it's not an unarmed strike. It's a specific pummel attack.
Oh, wait. Do I need to roll concentration as well? That's a
For what?
favorite foe.
I don't think your favorite foe is a concentration thing, is it?
It is. Yeah. You mark them for 1 minute or until you lose concentration.
Okay.
That's
So yeah. Roll a d10 or not a d10, d20.
D20. Hold on. Okay, I rolled.
Yeah.
You have got to be kidding me. I rolled a 5.
Well, you lose concentration. He is no longer your favorite foe. Sad.
Well.
Anyway, the other boggle is going to move. And he is going to move. Right up here. And he is going to take a swipe at Hubert with a pummel. And I believe this does not have disadvantage. Correct?
I don't believe it does.
Because you don't have any of the rogue abilities that make you hard to hit yet.
Nope, not yet.
Okay, well it didn't hit anyway, so you're good.
I
rolled a 5.
I hate the dice gods.
Yeah, no. Apparently, they just really want you to get hit.
So, any chance I can fly into a murderous rage?
You would have to take at least 1 level of barbarian for that. I'm sorry. Anyway, it's Keith's turn. Keith
okay.
has literally enough range to reach anywhere on the battlefield, essentially.
Yep,
So,
pretty much.
yeah, so wherever you want to put him. Yep, that makes sense. You gonna have him use the help action?
Actually, I think I'm going to go with the dodge action.
Have Keith use a dodge action. Not a bad play. Does that impose disadvantage on anything trying to attack him?
I really do not know. It has been a while since I've actually looked at.
All right, we're just looking up rules constantly today. Dodge action.
All the
Difficult for
rules.
early D&D sessions.
Yeah. Okay. Any attack roll against you has disadvantage.
And now OneDrive is trying to verify itself for the 5 millionth time.
OneDrive. Anyway, it is now Wilver's turn.
Okay, so...
Unfortunately, you cannot rage. Would be funny, though.
Yeah. I think...
You should totally take one level of Barbarian just so that you can rage.
Rage whenever I get hit by something I consider dirty.
No, like, zoom in on the token for these guys. They're disgusting. I specifically picked them because they are the most disgusting little gremlins that I could find. And they happen to be Fae.
Why do you hate my character?
I don't.
Because
I like your character, but this stuff wouldn't come up if I just gave... This stuff wouldn't come up if I just gave Wilver the cleanest fights.
Yes. The wonderful old authors and GMs, I guess, are sadists.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well...
I promise this won't be a total through line. There will be some clean Fae. But I made a forest map, and I wanted to populate it with gross little goblins.
Okay, so I'm going to slash with both my... Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Hand axe number 1. Does that hit?
What do you think?
Well, there goes my entire plan. Hand axe number 2.
Why do these dice just absolutely hate you?
Okay, new plan. Sorry, Cackleberry. I'm pretty sure you can understand why I'm doing this, but like out the ruler, and I want to go 25 feet as far away from the sky as possible.
Okay.
So, like, can you...
You will take an attack of opportunity.
Since when has that stopped?
I mean, true, but also, like,
Okay.
if you really don't want this guy to be hitting you, turning your back on him is not a great idea.
Oh boy, So, there is nothing I can do to stop him from attacking me right now.
Let me double check your character sheet.
Yeah, no, I
have
don't.
anything that would... I don't think you have anything that would... No, if you want to get away from him, you have to take the attack of opportunity. It will have disadvantage.
Okay, you know what? That's worth it. I'm going to try to move...
I'll use different dice this time.
Okay, I think... This is probably not 20 feet, 25 feet yet. Definitely not. Let me see. Okay, that was 15.
So, I'm going to roll its attack of opportunity at disadvantage.
There we go.
Okay. 15. Does that hit?
No.
Okay, it misses.
Finally.
I think it's the first attack to miss you in this combat. Anyway,
At least...
Wilver's turn is done. It is now Slime 2's turn. It moves. 1, 2, 3 spaces. And sits. Hubert, it is your turn.
How does the ooze even know where we are?
It can tell the direction that a ranged attack came from, and it can, generally sense things.
Good point.
It's not completely moot.
Tells us.
I forgot about the arrow sticking out of it.
Yeah.
Well, part of me is really kind of tempted to see what happens if I try using Prestidigitate to clean a boggle. I don't think I'll do that.
Sorry, you just broke my brain. What would happen? Hold on. Sorry.
I think I'll wait on that until I haven't set up a good sneak attack.
Yeah, that's fair. But that is a very good question.
All right. Rapier on flank toggle.
I feel like I might consider having that be a, it loses, 2 points from its AC or something like that. Holy shit.
Where are these rolls when I'm attacking?
So, you had a sneak attack, you had advantage, but you didn't need it. Roll your damage twice.
I don't think I actually did have advantage.
Oh, you didn't have advantage, but you had a +2.
But I didn't need it anyway.
Yeah, you didn't need it, so you're good. You crit, roll your damage dice twice.
Alright.
Okay.
Do I need to roll it again?
No.
But I'm going to anyway.
Yeah. For how absolutely crazy you destroyed this, I would like to ask, how do you want to do this? I'll let you go crazy on this boggle. Because it's funny.
Unfortunately, nothing really good is coming to me.
Would you like to cast Prestidigitation on it?
Yes!
As your attack.
Yes!
Okay, so you cast Prestidigitation on it to try to clean off the oil on it, and, the very, essence, the oil is, the blood running through its veins, and it all just vacates its body. And it fucking dies. You just turned a boggle into a raisin.
You just cleaned a boggle to death. I am at a loss of words for this.
I'm gonna do a roll real quick. I'm gonna have the Darkling roll charisma against being frightened. Yeah, no, it's fucking terrified.
The other boggle wouldn't be able to see that. I think the trees probably might not even see that happen.
So the Darkling is, let me find a good frightened.
Oh my god. Wow. Wow, I am at a loss of words for this.
Yeah, no, that was kind of insane.
This entire turn has just been a lot.
There's not really a great... that one. That'll work. It's a little screaming symbol. So yeah, the Darkling is now frightened.
For obvious reasons.
So just normal D&D stuff.
Yeah, this is fine. This is normal.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see me miss my next attack and accidentally hit Cackleberry. I'm calling a nat 1 right now. Come on, dice gods.
No. No, real talk though, I love boggles. I just found out they existed before the session started, and they're already like one of my favorite low-level D&D monsters. So let's finish the combat, and then I'll tell them how that happened. God, this is already like the most chaotic session I've ever had. It's kind of impressive. Anyway, the Darkling is frightened and forgoes its turn. It is now Boggle 1's turn. I'm going to roll for the Boggle against being frightened. It fails!
Oh no, it's gonna run towards me!
So the Boggle is now frightened. It just goes, like, in Sylvan, it just says, "What the fuck?" And just beelines it towards Wilver. Like, Wilver, you are afraid of the Boggles, but not nearly as much as the Boggles. This Boggle is of Hubert. Like, it is not paying attention to you. It is, like, its eyes are glued on Hubert. Like, stay away from me.
Does that mean I get sneak attack?
I'll say you get advantage.
Heaven knows I need it.
So that is the Boggle's turn, because the other one is dead. It is now Keith's turn. You know, I was gonna have them do some, like, some cool tactical stuff against you guys, and then you did that. What the fuck?
Oh, I am so glad I am recording this session. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so,
Keith's turn.
yeah, Keith is going to hover around the slime, of sliminess, and we'll take the dodge action.
Okay. I will keep that in mind. Wilver, it is your turn.
I am also in shock about this.
Yeah. Would you like to roll against being frightened of Tumach?
I don't think I would be frightened. I would just be glad that he managed to clean that up. Like, that wouldn't frighten me. That would be... He would become my savior in that moment. Like, I've already decided to give him most of the loot.
Amazing.
So, I'm going to attack the Boggle who is running away from Hubert.
So Tumach, I'm gonna give you inspiration for what you did there. If you don't know what inspiration is, you get to pick any D20 roll. You can choose to have advantage on it.
Okay then.
You have to declare it. You have to declare it before rolling.
And I think I hit.
Yeah, you hit. You hit easy.
Okay.
Roll your damage. Are you doing Planar Warrior?
No, because after hitting, I'm going to use Favored Foe.
Okay.
So that is the second time I've used Favored Foe. I get one more this session. And now, for my second hand axe.
Okay, that's... Well, I gave you advantage, right?
Yeah.
So, that will hit. Just barely.
Yep. And add 1d4. Now that fell into silverware tray. Reroll.
What?
4.
4?
Yeah,
So,
it fell into the silverware
eight
tray,
total
so I had to re-roll it, and got a 4 again.
8 total damage. It's looking very rough. It is now covered in blood as much as oil.
Oh yeah, why did I do this?
Well, you just used your actions and everything.
Yeah.
Would you like to run? I will say that it's going to forgo its opportunity attack because it's still not focused on you at all.
You know what? I'm gonna back up slightly. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to back up. I'm going to get out of his way and move to here.
Fair. Absolutely fair.
So he can keep running. I'm not stopping him.
Actually, if he keeps running, he'll take an attack of opportunity from you. So that's actually brilliant. That's a perfect play. So it is Slime 2's turn, and
It
doesn't know what the fuck's going on. It's going to take a swipe at Keith, and it's going to have disadvantage because every fucking monster in this fight has disadvantage. Yeah, it's not going to hit. So it misses, and that's the end of its turn. Hubert. Actually, wait. Hold on. What? Oh. Give me just a second. Can you make a dexterity saving throw on Keith's behalf?
Sure. This doesn't sound ominous at all.
Yeah, just make a dex saving, or make a D20 roll, add 1.
That's basically the same.
Okay. So it succeeds. So Keith is fine. He is, okay, would you like to, what side of the ooze would you like Keith to be pushed to?
I don't know.
That sounds more
Just-
ominous.
Just to pick a direction. He succeeded the saving throw, doesn't take extra damage, and is just, like, basically the act of attempting this forces the thing to move because it's technically moving into the space that he's in.
Ah, okay.
So, like...
The top?
Okay, so you just wanted to push back.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the slime moves to where Keith was, and Keith moves up one.
Actually, can't tiny creatures occupy the same space?
Well, they're both tiny, and it's not that they
okay. I think it's only friendly.
yeah, it's
Okay.
specifically friendly tiny creatures can occupy the same space,
Okay.
and also the engulf action that the ooze can take is like specifically like it specifically tries to enter the tiny creature's space, and if the creature succeeds against being engulfed, then it is pushed out of that space
Okay.
in a direction of the player's choice.
Okay.
Or of the creature's choice, I should say, because it also applies to DM-controlled things. Anyway,
Frankly,
Okay,
considering Keith is flying, I feel like this sounds really weird.
yeah, but, I mean, it works because... Yeah, just go with it.
Yep. I could... Anyway. Tempted to try prestidigitating the slime.
Okay, I will say I only gave you the prestidigitation kill specifically because you rolled a crit with your regular attack.
Yeah,
It was a really funny way to flavor it.
I figured. So, unless I roll a crit again...
Yeah, which... Yeah, no. You still hit, though. Keith was dodging, right?
Yep.
So, you get a +2, which didn't matter, but it's nice, and you get sneak attack.
Yep.
Okay, that is good damage. That is 12 in total, and the slime is dead.
Okay. I think add resistance, but
Yeah, it has.
does that actually matter?
Actually, does it? Oh, it did have resistance. Shit.
Yeah.
So that would actually be 6. So it survives with a little bit, just a tiny bit.
Aww. Oh well.
But it is quite close to dying. It's barely holding itself together. Actually, I think you had your bonus action still. Is there anything that you could do with your bonus action to deal that extra amount?
I dual wield my fist.
Do you want to unarmed strike it?
No.
It would be
It's a
really
freaking
funny,
slime.
though.
No, I don't want to punch the slime.
You could flavor it as
that does remind me of
prestidigitation.
Minecraft.
Mm-hmm. ends Hubert's turn. Unless there's anything you want to do with your bonus action.
How about, can I stomp on it?
I mean, technically, but it would just be considered an unarmed strike.
Yeah, okay.
You want to do that?
Sure.
Okay.
I think
I'll consider it
would...
an offhand attack. Just make it make a straight D20 roll, no additives.
Actually, I think I might have a subtractive, since I think that's technically strength, and I have.
Oh yeah, no. So
to...
never mind. Your unarmed strike is never going to deal damage.
Oh right.
So sorry.
Yeah, stomping with all of your might on a creature.
All 30 pounds of this tiny gnome.
Fair enough.
Anyway.
Mental note: get bigger stompy boots.
Get like fucking cleats. Anyway, it is the Darkling's turn. The Darkling has not taken any damage yet, but it is terrified.
For good reason.
And they are going to, I believe, what is their reach? I can't remember. I think it's 30. Yes, okay. Their speed is 30. They're going to run off this way. And they're going to huck a dagger at disadvantage at Hubert. Disadvantage because frightened.
And distance.
Yes. Or actually, I think it's, I remembered, I think it's that, at distance, they don't get the, additive.
Okay.
So, it's essentially, like, up to 20 feet, they get it with their like, to hit bonus and everything. After that, the max range is without the bonuses.
Okay.
I feel like that makes a bit more sense. You know?
I'm okay with that.
And then past that, they can't hit at all.
That's fair.
Okay, it misses completely.
How many daggers does this guy have? He's thrown 2 of them.
I definitely thought of that. I'm just gonna say he has 2. Not anymore.
He had 2. Got it. So
anyway,
one's in my leg and one's somewhere else.
Yeah. Anyway, it is now the Boggle's turn, and it is going to ignore Wilver and just book it. Make your attack of opportunity.
That is a...
With advantage, I believe.
Okay, click the button.
Actually, do you have advantage? Okay, it doesn't matter. You hit.
Okay.
Do your damage.
And
add your D4.
yeah, since this is the start of a new round, a new turn of combat, so 2. So
Okay, that is enough. How do you want to do this?
the Boggle is so frightened of what you did that he didn't even notice me holding my blade out and just decapitated himself. Running at full speed.
Yeah, you clothesline the Boggle into decapitating itself.
Pretty much, yes.
Brilliant.
Full assist.
Now,
full credit for that goes to Hubert, though.
Yeah, that insane crit. Keith's turn. What would Keith like to do? You know what? Keith is going to try to intimidate the Darkling. Okay, make an intimidation check with a -2. Actually, I'll say with advantage. It wouldn't matter, but 16.
Oh my
god. Now, and actually, is that Keith's full movement? That wasn't even close. Okay, you want to have Keith on the other side of the Darking, like right here? Hold on. Like right here? Sure. That way, because then, with this successful intimidation check, the Darkling is now frightened of both Keith and Hubert, and cannot willingly move closer to either of them. He cannot move. So that's Keith's turn. Wilver, it is now your turn.
I think he could move in theory.
He could move sideways, but he would have to move diagonally.
Yeah, so like he can move to here because this
he basically has to.
Yeah. Yeah, he has movement options, but they are very limited.
Yeah, he can move to like. He can move on this diagonal and nothing else, basically. You know?
Yeah.
Actually, no. He can move, like, here.
Yeah, he can move on that full diagonal.
But his range of motion is very limited.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me get to here. So... 1, 2.
You're seeing the benefits of the scary owl. That's actually really hilarious with that picture. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Also, I love it, like all of these like cartoon like cartoony art style stuff, and then just a fucking actual picture of an owl. Also, I think the funniest is the higher res version that shows up in the turn order.
Yes.
Like it's really funny.
Okay.
Anyway.
So,
Wilver, what would you like to do? I'm
going to try to planar warrior longbow the tetrahedrus.
You hit.
And I think
you kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is obliterated.
Yep.
The slime is everywhere.
Just not towards me.
Yep. You absolutely blast it off in this direction. Like it splats up against the tree and starts like sizzling against it.
Does it land in the? Does any of it land in the oil?
Yes. And it kind of like congeals, like how like something like milk reacts to like being combined with something very acidic. It is disgusting.
Carbonated milk.
Yep. My favorite, Pepsi milk. Do you remember that?
No, I just remember the make milk go back. I found out how to make spoiled milk, or whatever it was. Like, what was it? Putting milk in a soda stream?
Oh God. No. The mental image and the sound that must have made. Because I know, like, so they use like immersion steamers to get milk hot in like coffee shops, and the sound that it makes is the screams of the damned. I swear to God, it is awful. So I can't imagine putting milk through a fucking carbonation machine.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. On the webs on the FAQs, it's saying that if you put anything other than water in, you void the warranty.
Yeah, as it should.
Oh, here we go. Carbonating milk with a soda stream was a very bad idea.
No shit. Anyway, is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Nope.
Okay, climbs are down. Hubert, it's back to your turn. This is
Okay.
complete nonsense.
So I'm gonna go over to the Darkling, and I'm going to.
Can you make it that far?
With the feat I chose, I
Okay.
can.
Okay.
Yes.
It's just hard to tell because lack of squares.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
30 feet. It's 6
Yep,
squares.
So you're good. You're good.
So I'm going to cast Minor Illusion on my hand, making it sort of glow with a bright white light, and I'm going to try to intimidate it. I'm going to tell it leave your loot and flee. And I'm going to use the inspiration.
Okay.
Oh my
Make your roll at advantage. Holy shit! Oh my God.
What deal have you made with the dice gods?
I have no idea.
This is just what happens when you play rogues. I swear to God. Rogues roll so dumb. Oh my God.
So,
Okay.
d-
So give me a second to think of how I could possibly reward you for that nat 20. Oh my God.
my thought was just faints in sheer terror or heart attack.
The Darkling, as you do this and like you're reaching towards its face with a glowing white hand, it like shudders and just collapses to the ground while pointing off in a specific direction, as if, no, go that way. Don't look at me. I don't have anything. Boom, hits the ground.
All right. So
Would you like to? Would you like to kill it with this intimidation?
I don't know. You know what? You're the DM. You decide.
a thing that is activated on death that is not good. So I will just say that the Darkling is knocked out. And they are out cold.
Wow.
Like, how the fuck did you do that?
Yeah, I have no words. I did very little in this combat.
This is...
You get all the loot.
Hubert didn't even use any spells. Like, you just did tactics at them so hard.
You used Prestidigitation, Flavored Execution, and Minor Illusion.
Mm-hmm. 2 cantrips that are not meant for combat.
Welcome to D&D.
This is why D&D is so fucking cool. Because no fucking video game would ever let you end combat with a non-damaging cantrip.
Wow, I've got nothing for this.
Yeah, no, like, so combat is over. You have defeated me. I genuinely don't know what to do after that. So we're in terms of like the actual session, we're just gonna leave it at the Darkling like collapses while like pointing off into the distance. Go that way.
Let me guess the direction.
Yes.
Away from both of you. I have no words for the session.
Yeah, no, this went completely off the wall.
Okay.
Nothing in this session happened the way that I expected it to.
What?
That is amazing.
What was your plan?
I just wanted basic combat. I wanted the Darkling to be like the upfront hitter while the others gave it sneak attack because it's a rogue, so it gets sneak attack and can do a lot of stuff with flanking, but it didn't get the chance to move in.
Wow!
I was gonna have one of the boggles use the help action to give the Darkling advantage on a dagger throw, but that didn't happen.
It threw both of his daggers.
Like, I expected you guys to, like, kind of learn how, like, you've learned how to deal with the oozes. So I kind of expected what you guys were discussing at the beginning of combat of, like, you hit one as hard as you can, and then you swap. But that didn't happen, because you just insta-killed them, for the most part. Like, nothing happened the way that I expected it to, and I love that.
Yeah, you were not expecting that rapier crit.
Yeah, that was the big thing where, like, shit started going completely sideways in the best way possible.
Oh, God. Well...
Like, how as a DM do I plan for that?
And, like, the fact that we were discussing completely offhandedly what would happen.
Yeah, and, like, the thing is, my mind went to, would you, like, dry it out like a raisin? I mean, maybe. And then immediately you got that crit, and I was like, okay, this is what's happening. Because You got that crit and dealt more than double its health and damage. So, like, I was just like, you know what, this might as well happen.
Yeah.
God, that session was so much fun. That might be the best session I've ever run.
We have to top this in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we have to figure out how to one up this.
Yeah, and just as a reminder, no way in hell am I playing next week. With finals prep, no.
Yeah. No, so we'll meet back in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Same time.